What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here, back with another action figure news / pre-order update video. This time we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Most of what I'm going to be covering in this video is re-releases. Now, granted, I usually do discuss some of these sometimes, but now I'm just going to be giving you guys a quick update, letting you guys know that they are available. I'm not going to be covering accessories or anything like that. So this video is going to go a little bit faster and more smoother than my usual action figure news videos. Now, if you guys haven't already watched any of these or you're new here, make sure to drop a like, as I always appreciate that. It motivates me to keep bringing you guys this content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and get right into it. This time we're going to be talking about a lot of Dragon Ball Z, starting things off with the brand new Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Now, basically what I'm going to be trying to do this video is break everything down in terms of which month it is going to be releasing. As you guys can see on screen, these are September releases, and the only reason I did these over the releases that are going to be coming in August is because essentially the Vegeta is the only new Dragon Ball figure out of everything we discuss, and I try to discuss the new figures first before I get into all of the re-releases, because this is probably the one people want the most. But again, I did touch on this Vegeta in another video, so if you plan on getting your hands on him, he is currently up for pre-order, as well as the re-release of Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, I did miss out on this one, so if anyone can grab this for me, I would greatly appreciate it. I'll give you a hug if I ever meet you in real life one of these days. But yeah, both of these, they're going to be good figures. Vegeta's going to be decent. The Ultra Instinct Goku is pretty dope. I've had that one in my collection before as well. And for whatever reason, I want it back, especially since the passing of the legend himself, Akira Toriyama. But yeah, again, if you want to get these guys, they are up for pre-order and they are releasing in September. Our next batch of re-releases are slated to release in August, and as you guys can see, we have two Dragon Ball releases from the Dragon Ball CGI movie, and then of course we have the SH Figuarts Guts as well. Now, when it comes to these releases here, honestly, I don't think that any of these are really difficult to get your hands on. Maybe Gohan, I don't know if he sold out everywhere, but I don't really think so. Now, he's definitely one worth picking up because he is one of the better modern day Dragon Ball figures, especially since he has the 3.0 articulation. Vegeta, it's up to you if you really want to get this. I mean, for the most part here in the States, you're able to find this guy in Targets and Walmarts, and you can still get him at a retail price of $30. So I definitely wouldn't import it if you want to get it off of Big Bad Toy Store or something like that. As long as they're selling it for that $30 price point, then yeah. Otherwise, just go check your local Targets and Walmarts. You'll probably run into it. Now, in terms of Guts, this is one that, I gotta be honest, it's not that great of a figure, but if you do want to get the re-release, as long as it saves you paying, I don't know, maybe a price hike. I don't think this guy has soared in price, but if it saves you paying aftermarket prices, then yeah, pick it up if you just really want it. But I don't think that they're going to go back and redo the joints or change anything. Sometimes they do, but this is a release that I'm just going to be skipping out on. I think I'm going to leave the Berserk line alone. But yeah, if you do want to get him, he is a re-release and he's already up for pre-order. And now for our last batch of re-releases. Here we have the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black and the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, when it comes to the Rose Goku Black, this is one that, again, I've been finding at my Target. It's literally there every single time I go, and people are buying them. I see them going in and out, but I'm still constantly finding them for retail price. So this is one that I wouldn't say you have to order online unless you just can't find it at your nearby toy stores. But he's a good figure. I do really wish that they would somehow find a way to re-release the original Goku Black that came with the powered down head sculpt and more accessories, because yeah, while this is a good figure, we like the more accessories. And if they were to come back and re-release that, then I feel like more people would be inclined to buy that than this, because of the fact you get more. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Tamashii Nation's ever going to do that. The original Goku Black was a web exclusive, but they have found ways to get around it via event exclusive, SDCC, whatever it may be. Now, when it comes to the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, this is one I have been trying to score for a little while now. I cannot catch the re-release of this guy, and I'm not buying it domestically because for whatever reason, they want a price hike. But yeah, if you want to get your hands on this guy, hopefully your luck is better than mine. I don't want to pay over $80 for this figure. But yeah, if you want these guys, they are currently up for pre-order. Now, Rose comes out in October, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku is going to come out in November, as you guys see on the screen. Now, this next figure is one that I feel like I've been discussing for quite some time now, but I haven't officially given a full breakdown of this figure just because we simply got the promo images right before it went up for pre-order. Here we have the SH Figuarts Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba Giyu Tomioka, my second favorite Hashira, which makes this Figuarts mandatory for me to pick up. But that being said, that doesn't mean that this is a stellar figure in my opinion. Now, first off, it looks good. It looks like it's going to be a solid figure. It looks like it's going to be consistent with what we've already seen showcased with the Demon Slayer line. Granted, we haven't gotten our hands on any of those figures, so we can't really say whether they're good or bad, or whether they're floppy, filled with quality control issues. That is something that's to be determined once we get our first release, which will be Tanjiro. But for the time being, I'm really loving the looks of the joints. I'm loving the fluidity of it. They're really doing a good job with these, despite them not using soft goods, which I'm fine with. I don't really care for soft goods on my Demon Slayer figures. BuzzMod did that with me, and I didn't like those. I know some of you guys do, but I don't. My only problem with this figure is that he doesn't come with any water effects, and it seems like the Demon Slayer figures are not. But if they're not going to be coming with effect pieces for all of their breathing techniques, that means Tamashii Nations is really going to have to start dropping some accessory packs. Like, we can't have Demon Slayer figures without effect pieces. I was really hoping he would at least come with a water base for his Dead Calm technique, but at this point, I'm not going to get my hopes up for any kind of effect pieces at all with the Demon Slayer line, which sucks. But I guess they're trying to keep costs low to make sure that people buy these. And if releasing accessory packs separately is what's going to help these sell, I mean, it is what it is. I can't really complain about that. But he is currently up for pre-order. He's slated to release in September. So if you want to get your hands on this guy, from what I've seen, he's actually readily available just about everywhere. I know Ami still has him. Maybe you can get him on Hobby Genki, Hobby Link Japan, or some places like that. Or of course, if you want to get him from domestic websites, you can. But I have seen some domestic websites scalping him. He goes for about $50 retail in Japan. I've seen places like Big Bad Toy Store selling him for as much as $75. So it's up to you where you want to get it. I just try to bring you guys the information. Now, getting into the last bit of this video, these next two characters I'm going to discuss, I'm not even going to act like I know anything about these guys because I don't. But first off, we have the SH Figuarts Hajime Sao, who is, I guess, a villain or at least some kind of anti-hero in Rurouni Kenshin. Now, the only reason I say that is because I see he's fighting Rurouni Kenshin. I grew up somewhat on this anime, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. It was never one that I was really all that into. I tried, but I don't know, man. I wasn't really feeling Rurouni Kenshin growing up. I'm sorry. I know 86, if you're watching this, you probably felt that when I apologize, but I don't know, man. I just never really got into it, so I don't know anything about this guy, but I will say that this figure looks outstanding, man. He looks really damn cool. I love the body. I love the build. I love the weapon that he comes with. It doesn't seem like he comes with very many accessories, probably a few interchangeable hands, his weapon, and then some interchangeable faceplates. It's going to be a very bare bone action figure, but it seems like Tamashii Nations is doing that a lot with certain lines, especially the newer lines that they're stepping into. But if you want to get your hands on this guy, he is slated to release in September, and he is currently up for pre-order as we speak. Now, for the last character I showcased, I told you guys that I had no idea who it was, and this is pretty much the same case. But there's also an added factor to this one. Not only do I not know who this character is, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. When I saw this on screen, I immediately read out Sharkeisha for whatever reason, and I know it's not even close, but that's what I first read when I saw it. Anyway, we have Magician Girl, the Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me stop. Somebody's going to get mad. It's another character from Berserk who appears to be some sort of witch. And I'll be honest, this figure looks really dope. I was flabbergasted when I saw that the cape was actually soft goods. When I first looked at these prototype images, I didn't notice that. But when I was collecting the images for this video, that's when I saw it. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Now, granted, this figure is going to be limited in terms of mobility. So, especially in the legs, they're definitely going to have to go all in with the upper body. But I'm going to be honest, this does look really dang good, man. This character doesn't look like she belongs in Berserk based on what I've seen. I would love to see some of her interactions with characters like Guts and Griffith and whoever else that she may talk to. But she comes with a few accessories, interchangeable faceplates, of course, interchangeable hands. She comes with a little gingerbread man, and then she does also come with some kind of Casper the Friendly Ghost that attaches to the back of Berserk armor Guts. I'm assuming this is probably something that saves him from turning extremely evil or going berserk, no pun intended. That's just based on anime that I've watched where it seems like that happens quite often. But this figure does look good. I'm going to be passing on this one, but if you want to get your hands on her, she is slated to release in September. And just like everything else, she is already up for pre-order. So at first, this video wasn't going to be anything more than a discussion about the Dragon Ball re-releases that are upcoming. But since there's already other figures up for pre-order, I figured I might as well go ahead and discuss those as well, which is exactly why they were added on to the ending portion of the video. Now, that being said, I'm not really too interested in anything that I discussed today. I did pull the trigger on the Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue, the new version. I figured, why not? I would like to get my hands on the Ultra Instinct Goku and the Super Saiyan 3, but if not, I mean, it is what it is. That's not going to bother me all that much. Of course, I got my hands on Giyu. I did say that one was mandatory, but everything else I either already have or I just absolutely don't want. Characters like Sharkeisha, y'all can go ahead and keep that, but let me stop. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to comment below which of these figures you're planning to pick up. I always love to hear what you guys are planning on buying because it also tells me why you guys enjoy these videos. And again, don't forget to drop a like as I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already or you're new here. Hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.